Oh, hello there. Hey guys, Get to Watch Matt here. And with this being Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, I really want to uh, put out this video. I've been wanting to put it out for quite some time. Now just a good time as any to do it. And I'll be straight up with you. I'm going to be criticizing vitamin B17, this magical cure for cancer. And people immediately are going to be questioning my credentials since I don't have a background in science. My background's in history, and also, if you haven't been watching my channel, I teach English online and over here in Thailand. So people are going to say, oh, you don't have the background, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't need to have a doctorate in XYZ science. They say something is a bunch of crap when I read it. That's why I'm going to be citing people who do have a background in science that also say this stuff is a bunch of crap. So, just to begin here, saying I have stage 4 prostate cancer is putting it lightly. I've planned on going out in my 80s and 90s, and when I was diagnosed last year, it really sucked. And but the good thing is, I've been, after recovering from my initial diagnosis, I've been pain-free, which has been absolutely awesome. And I've been like looking into a bunch of stuff to keep me going, keep me all healthy, as you can see. What I mean, healthy, look at that. I'm fit as a fiddle. And I do see a lot of alternative medicine suggestions. Some of them are pretty damn laughable, like a coffee enema to detox. Yeah, that's a thing, putting coffee in your ass. And honestly, if you're familiar with the coffee enemas and you think they're good, they're not. It happened. The reason why you get cleanse is it's just like it's just when you drink coffee, what happens? You poop. Doesn't matter where it goes. If it goes down here or if it goes up there, it's going to make you poop. That's what caffeine does. Doesn't do anything. Then there's some scary stuff out there like vitamin B17. And that's the marketed name for it. It's the marketed name for a naturally occurring substance in certain foods. It's called amygdalin, or the simpler, partially man-made version called laetrile. It's in stuff like apricot seeds and peach pits. It's supposed to kill cancer cells. Unfortunately, there's one side effect, my friends. There's one side effect that's pretty damn big. You might come down with a slight case of death from cyanide poisoning. Yeah, this stuff's supposed to break down and digest it as cyanide in your stomach. Oh, but don't worry, don't worry. It's the good type of cyanide. All right, let me scroll down my notes. I'm missing here. All right, so just to give you guys a simple explanation, there's an enzyme in, or according to the people that promote this, there's an enzyme in cancer cells called beta-glucosidase. And what that's supposed to do is cells that have beta-glucosidase supposed to break up open the cyanide, and the cyanide just goes after those cancer cells and just eats them up. Here's the problem. There's equal amounts of beta-glucosidase in normal cells and cancer cells. It's right here. So basically it's going to be affecting healthy cells and unhealthy cells too. And I got a little notation about this. I'm going to be including this in the comments, in the links below, so you can go and read up on this study. Yeah, this is specifically stated on the top of paragraph in the second column on page 188 on this study, and that I'm going to be hooking you up with. And one of the main things about vitamin B17 that just absolutely drives me crazy when I've done research on this is how people say, oh man, the FDA is suppressing it, they don't want it, blah 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 blah. And no, it's not. The FDA doesn't approve of this stuff because it doesn't work. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. No worries on there. It just doesn't work. There have been studies on this stuff before, and all it does is it will either do nothing or make the cancer worse. That's why they don't want, and it's also in the study that I provided, if you read up on it, that is why the FDA doesn't approve of it. And just to go, and just stay away from my notes here for a minute, one of the things that just drives me absolutely crazy is when people say, oh no, no one would ever come up with a cure for cancer. One of 120 or more of them out there, because it's just not profitable. Yeah, I can't tell you how disappointed I would be if I were an investor, put a few $100,000 into a pharmaceutical company, and man, I would get so pissed off if that company just found the cure for cancer, because boy, those stocks are going to go down. Really? They can't make a profit off of that? Okay, anyways, now just to get back to my notes here is, okay, now there's some people that seem to be blindly promoting it, saying, oh my god, it's natural, so it must mean it's good for you. Like one dumbass guy on my Facebook friends, one of those friend of a friend who I'm never going to meet, he started boasting about the glories of vitamin B17 because he started to get into a whole natural kick. And I was telling him, it's like, no, it's not going to work. And he's like, aha! Well, because it's going to go after all the, it's going to go after healthy cells too. It says, aha! Well, that's what chemo does. Block. That's not a gotcha, dude. Because unlike people that promote vitamin B17, there is no doctor out there that says, oh man, you need to take chemo because you're going to be feeling great. You're going to feel like $1,000,000. After you're done with this chemotherapy session, you're going to go and run around the park and go on a marathon. And no, it's in a controlled environment. They tell you that you're going to feel like crap, and there is a chance it might not work. But the thing is, it's also in a controlled environment too. While on the other hand, with people that say vitamin B17, amygdalin, or laetrile, just say, have at it, man, have at it. Just like grind them up and put them in your cornflakes, or make a smoothie out of it. I mean, there are websites out there that tell people to be careful about taking this stuff and take something XYZ amount per body weight, and people even argue about whether it's safer to take it in IV form or just eat them, because remember, this is cyanide. I mean, if you're interested, and in the links below, if you're interested in listening to or in even seeing some videos that get a little more in depth, there's one guy, this is where one of my citations is coming in, Jeff Holiday. He's a YouTuber, but he also has a background in biology. He did a video about vitamin B17. Then there's also two other links I'm going to be including in of a YouTuber that goes by the name of Professor Stick. And because he's actually a stick figure, that's the comedy there. But he has a background in chemistry, and he says it's a bunch of crap too. So here's honestly my take on it though. Vitamin B17, it's not a vitamin. Vitamins are substances that must be included in the diet to maintain health and prevent certain deficiency diseases like marble mouth. You don't need this. It's not a deficiency that causes people to get cancer. It's marketed this way to sound important. And even before making this video and this blog post that I'm adding this video to, I really tried to look for sources that show that people say they were cured, that this stuff actually helps. This stuff has the potential of helping people with cancer. I saw nothing. I couldn't find anything. I mean, I found there's one guy, Jason Vale, who I found, who said this stuff cured him from his cancer, whatever it was. But he also went to jail for a few years and was fined $500,000 for marketing, selling this stuff as a cancer cure. That's about it. Everything else is just comments on blog posts, natural news websites, and YouTube videos where people say, hey, worked for me. You might as well tell me that you play Xbox with President Barack Obama, because it holds just about as much water. You could bring up the Hunzas people. Sorry about that bad jump cut. I almost died of cancer. And hey, I got cancer, so that's not insensitive. I can say that kind of stuff, you know. Some people might bring up the Hunza tribe in India of proof that this is okay. No. Because, yeah, part of their diet is apricot seeds, which has a high concentration of vitamin B17. That's a valid point, but people don't take into consideration the body can adapt. They adapted to this over many generations, not just a few weeks of taking them. Contrary to popular belief, vegans, everyone's genetics are different. Why are some people allergic to shellfish and some aren't? Why can Westerners drink milk and be just fine while Indians run to the toilet? I mean, hell, I'm not allergic to poison ivy. I could go and take a nap and a pile of poison ivy come out and I'm okay. Should I tell people don't worry about it and go ahead and take a nap in it? No! Everyone's is different genetically. And I get it. I mean, I understand why people want to give vitamin B17 a try. Knowing that I have cancer and that's metastasized, this thing's going to possibly be around forever, frightens the hell out of me, man. Even though it's a year into this disease, I'm so lucky to be where I am right now, to live a normal life. And I've been even better off of this medicine, some medicine that I was taking. I stopped taking around March, and my PSA has been going down, and it's making me feel normal. And there's so many people that are worse off than me, that have this horrible pain every day. And my heart goes out to them, seriously, man. I mean, seriously, what if I take a turn for the worst? I'm not giving myself that opinion, but I also can't ignore the possibility either. Would I be willing to take a chance of taking this, knowing that that's digesting a cyanide, and it might either give me poisoning or help kill off the prostate cancer? I don't know. When the cancer, because when I first got diagnosed, the pain was ungodly. It felt like my bones were turning to powder. If I wasn't popping almost like 20 Aleve pills every 8 hours, man, I couldn't function at all. It's something I would never wish on anyone. Out of desperation, to be honest, I might actually give it a try. And that's why I can't stand people that promote this shit. They're either stupid or lying. They prey on desperate people and people who think everything that's natural is good for you, and encourage people to give it a go. And that's just wrong, man. So that's basically it. This stuff's bad news. I'm going to tell you about something else that I've researched that's actually really good. It's not going to kill you. And guess what? Even though it's patented and someone's making a profit off of it, it's actually pretty affordable. And guess what? There's actual studies that say this stuff might help cancer. Any type of cancer. Who'd have thought? Okay, but that's basically it, guys. If you've watched up to this point, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But that is it. Talk to you later. Gotta watch Matt sign off. See ya.